All right, let me pull up the Flamenco leaks. Okay. So, I guess I'll pull up Shamu's Twitter first. So, Flamenco, like I said, he got 30 Reddit accounts hacked. Much like Boblax, Flamenco is big on having alternate accounts. Now, the reason why he has all these alternate accounts might not be that malicious. I think the reason why, and this is just me speculating, Flamenco, understand, like, back in 2014, Flamenco was, like, 28 or something like that, right? So Flamenco's whole life for the last 10 years is basically, he'll make a Reddit account, argue with some liberals, try to get some pussy, then he'll get downvoted, like, all the karma, the negative karma. I don't know how Reddit works, like, the negative karma will hit his account, meaning that anytime that he posts on any subreddit, whether it's r/BDSM, confessions, or r/Christianity, which are two frequently visited subreddits on all of his accounts. He goes on r/BDSM confessions and r/Christianity. Whenever he posts on either of these subreddits, because he has such low negative karma, none of his posts are seen, so he has to make a new account every single time. And he's been doing this for the last 10 years. And he goes on there to spread the word of God, argue with some liberals, and also engage in cuckoldry, slave play, race fetishist, pegging, fucking probably child porn too. Probably that too. That's what he does on Reddit. And so we're going to take a look at that. So just straight off the bat, though, we did get some very funny pictures of his stuff that was that was leaked here. Most conservative Redditor, dude. Yeah, exactly. Well, you want to talk about how conservative this guy is? Look at how conservative his house looks like. I mean, this is a conservative's house. You've got the wood paneling. It looks like it was made in the 1920s. What the fuck? I can't tell if he's inside the house or outside. I mean, this is like a very fucked up picture. It's a very fucked up house. I guess this is, yeah, grandma's house. Grandma, the same grandma, by the way, that gave him $20,000 so that he could goon for 2 years without having to get a job. Probably that same grandma. And there's his face. This is a picture of him when he's like 28. I'm making this all up, by the way. He might be a lot older. But yeah, this is a picture of him where he's just staring menacingly at the camera. I guess this is him trying to look. Now, he sent this to a girl, and we'll look at the context of why he sent this picture. He did send this to a girl. Well, girl, like a slut on a Reddit. I don't know if that even qualifies as like a real girl or not, but he sent this to some slut on Reddit that he was trying to have sex with. And I guess this is, I don't know if this is him when he thinks he looks sexy here, or he just thinks he looks professional or something like that. I don't really know what his mindset was, but he did post this. What the fuck is this, man? Why does it look like that? Oh. Okay, I'm turning on TTS for this segment. This is a Riz attempt. Yes, this is a Riz attempt. Now, there was another picture here. I think Shamu had it. Oh, yes. Now, no, this was the sexy picture that he sent. This is Flamenco. This is Flamenco. I just looked at me on the green screen and it looks so retarded. What the fuck is this? Jeff the Killer ass face? Hello. Hello, dude. Yeah, this is your Reddit daddy. Ladies, hit him up. You can find him on 30 different accounts. Mostly r/Flamenco TRR. Well, let's go through some of these DMs here, guys. Now that I've like prepped you guys here, let's go through some of these DMs. So how about now? I have these listed, and again, nobody that's covered Flamenco that I've seen has gone anywhere as deep as we're about to go right now. So I have a whole list of links, and I have them all organized. All right. So those DMs are not that great. Let's look at this. So anytime you see green text, that's Flamenco talking. White text is the girl talking. Probably
Liberal
dude.
Sucks. WTF is that?
So Flamenco says, what part of Tennessee? Near Nashville? Only 2 hours away? Yay, that's not far. Want to talk on my Kaiko talk? Can I say that word on YouTube? The fuck is that? Is that like a pedophile platform? Like, what is Kaiko talk? He says, got kick. She says, no, Skype.
This is who Kinetic Kel wants to boy soprano.
Ugh. Got kick. No, Skype. Snapchat, yeah. Then yeah. Alright, we're starting slow here. I think I might be able to give you the strict, firm hand that you were looking for. Are you still looking? If you're cool with someone out of state, I'm a lot of what you're looking for. Your post history made me cringe, lol. Only looking for up to an hour from Charlottesville. Best of luck, though.
Walmart Kohlberg looking A.
By the way, all of these DMs, I've looked at them, he fails. The whores, the men, the cretins on Reddit, all of them end up rejecting him. It never ends up working. There's not a single DM where he looks like, because it'd be one thing if like he got his DMs leaked and he looked like a Chad, he was actually getting pussy or whatever. No, that doesn't happen here. That doesn't happen at all.
This white boy got a bit too much swag.
None of these work. So this girl tells him, your post history made me cringe. Only looking for an hour up to Charlottesville. Best of luck, though. So here he is going back on r/politics to debate about the Jews. Then he's talking to more women. He says, I live an hour away from Johnson City. I'm game. Really? Yep. Who are you? Describe yourself to me.
Thought he would be fatter.
He says, a person who can give you cuddles. They say, how old are you? Do you live in Charlottesville? Are you male or female? 28, male. Oh, I was right. I guessed that completely. I was right. 28, male, in Charlottesville. Really? Just cuddling. Really? Just cuddling? Lol, if that's what you want. What the fuck is this, dude? She's like, really? You're just gonna cuddle?
Messages read BDSM, but house looks like
You're
Brannigan.
just gonna cuddle? What are you, fucking... You know, what are we doing here? And Flamenco says, if that's what you want. And then he gets no response after that. No response after that. He has to move on to somebody else. Here he is talking to Rose Ella. Rose Ella. So Flamenco opens up and says, I'm a dom and like League of Legends. What the fuck?
Never forget he acted younger to talk to Augie and literal child Aiden. Leave them kids alone looking like a Kevin the Sea Cucumber having ass.
Dude, I'm a dom and I like League of Legends. What are we doing here, Flamenco? And he's 28. He's not some fucking horny 15-year-old kid on Reddit just fucking saying anything. He's 28. I think he was on the kill stream at this point. What are we doing here? And I'm so glad Alex remembers this. Dude, Flamenco tried doing this to Jada. He did. I'm so glad you remember that. Do you guys remember on the Minecraft server, right? When we were doing like Blaze SMP, Flamenco had a historical cringe moment. We actually had to sweep this up. Just kidding. I think nobody talks about this because it was so cringe that they actually felt bad for Flamenco, that they just out of courtesy just didn't talk about it. But he tried to shoot a shot. And I forget what he said, but I just remember everyone went quiet and nobody was making a noise. And then Flamenco had to break the silence and be like, oh, just ignore what I said. He said something like that. It was like, he was like, just ignore what I just said, guys. And we still liked him at the point, so we weren't just what we should have done is just completely, we should have destroyed him right there. We should have just raped him in that moment, but we just kind of we just kind of like sat there and we're just like, okay. Didn't he say he dated Jada? Yeah.
He thinks like she's 12.
Oh my god, dude. Well, now you see why Flamenco, went to children. That's a joke, by the way. But now you see why is because his luck with, I assume these are adults. Maybe these are, I don't know how Reddit sex works. Like, are these people like adults? Like, are these like trafficked children? Who is he talking to on here? Is there anyone that actually uses, I don't use Reddit at all. These are all catfishes. These all gotta be dudes, right? Is Reddit like a legitimate sexting platform? Or was it at like one time and now it's not anymore? I'm the virgin here. I'm asking the questions, okay? So he says, I'm a dom and like League of Legends. Even if we don't click, it would be nice to meet a new League of Legends friend. I can send a pic on Discord if you want to know what I look like. She says, okay, my Discord name is this. He says, added. Still interested? So he got ghosted. He got fucking ghosted. Still interested? What the fuck, dude? Still interested? What? What
Did you guys see Flamenco on Predator Poachers?
Holy shit, man. Flamenco and Predator Poachers? Dude, send me that. Gator retired, Flamenco hacked, Rambo humiliated, Medic dead, not a Ralph L in sight. Yeah. How did commentary aides not clip the Jada clip? Dude, oh my god. It was because everyone blackballed it in their own minds because it was just so cringe. It wasn't even like the fun type of cringe. Now it is, but at the time it wasn't. So he sends another horror message. Tennessee is a big place. May I ask what general area you might be in? Failed. He sends another horror message. German Dungeon Kitty. Wait. German Dungeon Kitty. The German Steam group. Okay. So he sends German Dungeon Kitty a message. What do you like to play in League? Why? Why is that his go-tos? For a while, this isn't like... Keep in mind, not every DM is like this. These are just the few DMs where, like, for some reason, like, one particular day, he was very horny, and he thought that League was his opener. Here he is talking to somebody else. About politics. So in the middle of sexting and talking about League and he's horny, he's debating about Trump and stuff like that. Then he messages, disconsolate woman. He says, I would be interested in forging a connection. She says, your post history says you are a Trump supporter. I don't think we would get along. Ugh. He says, you never know. I'm a pretty nice guy. Smiley face. I'm a pretty nice guy. So right off the bat, he's told to fuck off. But he continues. So the girl says, I mean, I'm pretty outspoken and opinionated. Are you very, very attractive? That would help a lot. Yeah, Flamenco, that would help a lot. If only you were just very, very, very attractive. All it's gonna take is just one picture and you've won her over. By the way, whore, complete whore. She opens up, she's like, we would not get along. We have completely different views. However, if you're really fucking hot, sure. Unfortunately for Flamenco, he does not have a good response to this. This is what he says. He says, that is entirely subjective, but I've never had complaints. What is this Riz, dude? She's like, are you attracted? That would help a lot. You're supposed to send a picture of yourself, right? But instead he's like, well, technically that's subjective, but I've never had any complaints. Nobody's had the opportunity to complain. Nobody's had the opportunity to complain. It's either just that has either never been able to exist, like somebody complaining, or you're raping them and they can't complain. There's no chance where you've been with somebody and they have the opportunity to fucking complain about it. What are you talking about? So the girl says, well, I mean, you could be attractive and just not my type. I'm told I'm attractive, but I'm not sure I'm everyone's type either. He says, exactly. But you do have glasses. That's always a plus. Glasses. I mean, okay, I know... I don't want to, like, be too crazy on this segment, but it's, like, how... I feel like that's, like, a very, like, obviously, you know, everyone can see, like, oh, glasses, you know, that girl with the glasses, she's cute or whatever, right? But I feel like if glasses is like you're like a major thing for you or whatever, that's like a major thing for you or whatever, that's like a very like sodomized fetish. Glasses. Is that a wrong take? Thoughts on this take, chat? WRL. Like, to see a girl, it's one thing to see a girl with glasses and you're like, oh, she's pretty cute. But if you see a girl with glasses, you're like, oh, the glasses. Just what I want. I don't know. It just hits different, you know? So he says, so she says, so what's your name? Do you have a picture of this supposed attractiveness? She has to ask twice, by the way, for the fucking picture. Is there anything else you would like me to know about you? I'm Josh. He sends a link, which is, I believe it's this picture that he sent. That's the picture that he sends. Man. So he sends that picture. She says, not bad, but not my type. You'd have to be like a supermodel for me to overlook being a Trump supporter. He says, darn, but I promise I'm not a monster. Dude, I promise I'm not a monster. This is like Boys Soprano era Flamenco. She says, I don't think all Trump supporters are monsters or anything. I just don't think we would get along. And I'm like really picky, so you shouldn't take anything personally. Good luck. So yeah, he gets completely fucked there. Then he says, oh, here he is talking to some girl right here. He said, I would be down to give you some captions. I'm guessing you'd want some conquered women stuff too. Woman says, yes, XXXO, Janie XXXO is my kick. So he's offering to caption porn for some woman on Reddit, I guess. He's offering to watch porn, like I guess it's like Japanese hentai. Japanese hentai. And he's offering to caption it into English for some other woman so that she can goon to it. What the fuck? What are we doing here? He's like, I'm guessing you'd like some conquered women stuff too? Yes. Send it over. Okay. So he's just spending all night just watching porn, just writing down captions, and then just sending it to these people. What the fuck are we looking at here? Here he is sending a message to somebody. I'm willing to tie you up, throw you in my trunk, and drive you to a nice secluded house to make you scream and cry and make that goth eyeliner run with your tears. Then he's sending another message. Where in Tennessee are you located? Very creepy, predatory stuff right here. What the fuck, chat? Here he's saying, not in Knoxville, but about an hour away with my own place. I liked your ad and very much like the things you were interested in. I'm 29 and hope to hear from you soon. So you're seeing like these messages are like spread out over a year. Here he is saying,
Crystal has become a channel member. Crystal celebrates 4 months of membership. Flam is the least dominant man ever. Why he flirting like a school outcast omg.
Well, you're gonna find, like, through reading these, like, Flamenco has very inconsistent fetishes. Like, he'll sit there and tell you that he's into being dominant, there's one message where he's like, I want to rape the fuck out of you, so he's into, like, raping and stuff like that, into being dominant. But then there's other messages where he's talking about being a sub and into cuckoldry and stuff like that.
So you're telling me that Flamenco would go gorilla mode from time to time? Curious.
No, his fetishes are very inconsistent, but again, it makes sense because, like, on stream, he'd always tell you his fetishes were, like, you know, adult, like, middle-aged, like, Japanese women. But in reality, his fetish was little boys in Boy Soprano. So it's like, it makes sense why he's kind of all over the place. He's kind of just, he has no real idea. He's just a monster. I mean, just flat out. Yeah, so he's just kind of a fucking nutcase. And here's Flamenco to give the take, blah, 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 blah. Your co-host. What does he say? Augie's the reason why Flamenco exists. If Augie didn't platform this guy, yes. Aiden with the same take. Every time Flamenco's brought up, Aiden here with the same opinion. Remember?
Which is worse? Bo Black's at peak trans or Flamenco at peak Boy Soprano?
I mean, obviously Flamenco's worse, right? I don't think Bo Black's is harming anybody. I don't know if you can say the same thing for Flamenco. It's a tougher sell for him. Aiden taking his 3-year victory lap. Aiden taking his only victory lap. I warned everybody. You warned... What? When Aiden says he warned everybody about Flamenco, what he really means is he warned everybody that Flamenco annoyed him. Not that Flamenco was like this kind of guy.
I found the clip of Flamenco and Jada.
Nice. I don't even know if I want to look at it. It's so crusty. But yeah. When Aiden was warning you about Flamenco, it was because, he broke my Minecraft house. That's what he was warning you about. Oh my god. Is this the full clip? It's only 36 seconds, though. I feel like the whole thing's longer.
Messages spanning across years but no success. I've always been good at finding patterns.
Alright, let's play it.
Is this the person who was stalking Jada that you were talking about or whatever?
Yeah, what a man, dude.
Wait, why is somebody stalking Jada?
Dude, he's a good guy. He's not stalking, dude. He's very... He's not stalking. He's just upfront with what he wants.
Very passionate about Jada.
Dude, how could you shit on the homie right now? He wants in.
I'm not gonna lie though, Jada is kind of cute.
Nobody asked.
Aiden is always right.
Nobody asked for this, dude.
Alright.
Big simping in the chat.
I'm big simping in the chat.
Flamenco.
Yeah, is that your BWC impression?
Some fucking woman
Dude, Aiden would
too.
have shit all over you.
Ugh.
Kind of cute.
Oh my god, she's in call. I forgot about that. I thought she was just in chat.
Wants in.
It's kind of cute.
Alright.
Big simping in the chat.
I'm
Holy
big simping in the
shit.
chat.
Ugh.
Aiden had first-hand experience with Flam's fetish.
Ugh. That was just fucking nasty. Oh, he thought this guy was awesome, by the way. You guys don't understand, like... just the silence. Ugh. Even now, it's like, it just gives me secondhand embarrassment. I'm just like, ugh. Fucking gross, dude. Fucking gross. Nobody asked to. Nobody was even talking about that. And then he's just like, not gonna lie, just shoots his shot. But the thing is, though, the way that I remember Flamenco, the way Flamenco would always talk about women is exactly like how he talks in these DMs. So you know that they're real. He used to call psych sugar tits in calls. Oh yeah, I remember that. Again, it's just like, you can't even say stuff like that when you're a fucking predator. Or actually, you can say when you're a predator, but when you look like, that, it just doesn't work. It doesn't fucking work, man. Alright, I'm gonna have to ask Aiden to stop A-logging in the chat, please. Wait, that's a fake Aiden Underground? Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? The whole time. Wow, okay. Good one. That's not me. Wow. Awesome.
Augie is the Hooked podcast coming back.
Yeah, dude, it's coming back tonight. Baited. The whole time. Holy shit. I mean, a brilliant impression, though. What the fuck, man? How did I fall? How is it in 2025? He types exactly like it in. How are we doing the 2025 thing where it's like we fall for the fake accounts? There was like a whole year where this would happen every day. Fake Technicals accounts, fake Diorios. It would just happen all the time,
Remember
and this is still happening to this day.
saying the EDP decoy was cute.
The EDP decoy was cute. Remember Flam saying that? I mean, listen, dude. Me and Dumpy agree, okay? Something says, so what I'm guessing is you want somebody able to access your computer at any time and threaten you with info that is gained from having access to all your personal info as well as naughty things on there. I'd be very interested in that. Now, if there was ever a fetish that was designed for Flamenco, this would be it. I feel like I have to reread that and parse it again. So I'm guessing what you want is somebody able to access your computer at any time and threaten you with info that is gained from having access to all your personal info as well as naughty things on there. That's like a Destiny Flamenco designed fetish. Person says more or less, yes. Flamenco says, do you have limits of what you're willing to do? Or will you want to use a safe word? Perhaps even going so far as to tell you to clear a week out of your schedule and book a flight. No response! Ghosted right after this. Oh no! Yo! Okay, so Flamenco responds to somebody, your lady waits. He says, whereabouts in Tennessee are you? And where are you planning on going to school? And what is your ideal age gap? Hello!
Why do all your Spurg co-hosts have my name?
Holy shit! Holy fuck! Where are you going to school and what is your ideal age gap? Hello, is this just... Dude! Dude! And this was in 2022, 3 years ago? Holy fuck! Holy shit! I mean, what do you even say to that, right? Like, what is the charitable interpretation there? That he's talking about college? Why would an age gap matter if you're both well over the... Like, why would that fucking matter, right? Obviously, he's got to be talking about something lower, right? Age gaps don't matter when you're adults? Yeah, exactly. Who the fuck is talking to somebody? Like, let's say you're 28 and you're talking to somebody who's 23. Why would you be like, does this age gap bother you? Nobody... You're both adults. Like, it doesn't matter at that point. So, clearly he's talking about something much younger, right? What the fuck, man?
Flamenco could have been typing this when he wasn't talking on After Hours.
Ah, so you're telling me when I was doing this is a gruesome image. You're telling me when I was doing After Hours in 2022, Boblax was in a dress, flicking the beanstalk, and Flamenco was on Reddit messaging age gaps. Are you telling me that that's what was going on?
Now it's confirmed.
I think I actually might want to just fucking kill myself. Like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me, man? What? I think I actually might just die now. That is horrifying. I don't even know what to say, man. I mean, I was a victim. What else can I say? I can never watch an old After Hours again.
Mark Ward has become a channel member.
Wow. Well, let's continue. We're doing deep research.
RFC funded the commentary finders cult.
Oh, no, don't bring up the finders, dude. This shit's gonna fuck with my mind. This shit is gonna actually fuck with my mind. Fuck this shit, man. Fuck this shit. Alright, let's continue. So the girl says, not too far. Wanna tell me something about you? Flamenco. Oh my god. Eggy?
First Manchi, then turns out Flam was after you too now. Can't catch a break.
It's just fucked, man. It's a fucked up life, okay? I accept no responsibility for any of this, by the way. Someone says, how long are you gonna wait to talk about the title? Seriously? Listen, okay? We do a long show. We're an hour 40 in. These streams are a long fucking show. We'll get to Mutahar and Brad. Don't worry. This is important research we're doing right now, okay?
There's no party
Calm your
like
fucking
an
pants.
RFC party.
Calm your fucking pussy, okay? We'll get to it.
Release the Flamenco files.
We're doing... Dude, the files have been released. Every file you could ever have on Flamenco has been released. Like, again, this guy's been inactive. He hasn't tweeted in 2 months. And yet people still hate this guy enough to hack into 30 Reddit accounts and release it all in an organized format on Kiwi Farms. All right, let's continue. So this girl asks, want to tell me something about you? He says, I'm 32 years old. Okay, so we started at 28. Then we went to 29. Now he's 32. So for 4 years out, 4 years now of this behavior. He says, I'm 32 years old, currently finishing up my degree. I generally vibe with the interests that you listed, both kink and vanilla. See, again, he's all over the place. Both kink and vanilla.
Maxwell has become a channel member.
She says, awesome. Do you have any history/experience in this lifestyle? Any idea what you're looking for? Flingo says, I do. Quite a bit, actually. And I'm not super sure. Ideally, a girl that is somewhat kinky and I can vibe with outside of scenes. What? A bit of experience? Quite a bit? Really? Dude. Put this guy down?
Nikki Red has become a channel member. Nikki Red celebrates 42 months of membership. Flam doesn't have the self-confidence to be a dom. He doesn't speak with authority. So cringe.
Oh, absolutely.
The only thing Flan dominates is tip in W/1 hand, nauseated face emoji.
Yeah. No, this guy does not.
We need Nick in here for ultimate grape review.
Did Nick go over this last night, by the way? I know he covered it like a little bit, but did he get into full detail? We're going fully into the files. Trust me, I read all the DMs, okay? We're deep in. Did he go this deep? He did? Okay, good. That's good. Not all the logs? Okay, well, we're continuing. And by the way, this is not all the logs. I cut out anything that's not sexual. Like, there's some, like, screenshots where it's, like, just him arguing with politics with some stupid liberal. I don't fucking care about that. I just want the sexual stuff.
Didn't Flam claim to have a GF during this time?
Well, let's think about it. 3 years ago? Wait a minute. You're right. 2022. That was the same year that he refused to prove his girlfriend to Aiden, right? So, I mean, again, proving that Flamenco was lying about his girlfriend is like, you know, it's like proving Epstein was a pedophile. It's like, yeah, we know. But still, it's kind of funny to think about, though, right? It's like, yeah, I have a girlfriend. Do you think he considered these Reddit people his girlfriend? So he's like, I'm not technically lying. Man, this is just crazy, crazy shit, bro.
For the Billy Mitchell Ricky's Hot Sauce Fund.
Hey, thank you, man. Dude, I fucking love Billy's, man. It's like not a joke. I don't know what I have to do to get sponsored. I don't know why I'm not sponsored already. But if you see this, clip this to Billy. Like, I need a sponsorship, bro. I will sell bottles. I keep a bottle of me wherever I go. So here he is talking to Taffy Bunny. I think I can help, sweet little girl. Sweet little girl.
Equals total power exchange.
That's one thing to call her, like, oh, sweet girl, blah, blah. Sweet little girl. What are we thinking here, chat? Age? Age guess? Then he's talking about it in r/politics, some politics stuff, blah, blah, blah. Politics. Then he sends a message here. I really liked your ad. By the way, whenever he's saying, I like your ad, these are ads for, like, BDSM, sex work, blah, blah, blah. So when he says ad, he's responding to that's what he's responding to. He says, I like your ad and the nice vocabulary. Besotted isn't a word you see written out very often, sadly. What? Dude, what are we doing here? This is how he slides into a fucking Reddit hooker's DMs. I like your vocabulary. Besotted isn't a word you see often these days. Nigga, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? Are you kidding me? What are we saying? Okay, what else is he say? I think that we may be able to work something out if you don't mind the fact that I'm all the way over in the States. I am looking for someone to build a relationship with, and you seem to be looking for mostly the same. I would have to say my favorite toy is remote-controlled vibes that can make for some lovely experiences out in public. I hope that you find what you're looking for, and more so that I might be it. Then he continues, lost baby... He's... Whoa! Okay, he's responding to somebody, lost baby girl. I fit the bill of your ad. I hope that you were still looking. These are like the worst fucking ways to slide in. Like, sometimes he puts no effort into it, and sometimes he puts a lot of effort into it. But he's not, like, I don't think that's how you're supposed to talk on these Reddits.
Stop being jealous of brothers Shota Riz.
I don't think the way that he's talking, whether he did, like, what? He just responds like, I saw your ad. I hope that I can fuck. I don't think that's gonna get you any responses, right? But then when he's like, I saw your ad, I saw you use the word besotten, and I'm a big English major myself, like, that's not gonna work either. Like, the way that he talks, it's like almost like he's like trying to, it's almost like he's in like a job interview. I might be able to help you in your fantasy. I live around the Tennessee-Kentucky border, but am more than up for a trip for the right girl. I would fully be willing to slap you around, manhandle you, and beat you until you are only weakly struggling. If any of that appeals to you, I would love to hear from you. I can easily find a place to host, so shoot me a line if you're at all interested. Don't really have a favorite band. So it's like the way that he like words this, it's like he's applying for a job. He's like, here are my list of qualifications. Here's a little bit of information about you. Yes, I'd be willing to beat you and rape you and do all these things. But if these are things you're interested in, let me know. It's like the tone is all off on all of these. Just doesn't really sound right. Women are dripping right now. Yeah, exactly. It's like, well, I'm into being and raping, and I'd love to make you bleed, and I'd love to just do all this or whatever. Let me know if these are things that you're interested in as well. What are we doing? Why are you talking like this? So he's continuing. He's messaging another girl. After he mentions lost baby girl, he messages Exka. Some rather fun subreddits you visit. Failed. Confederate slave. Race play is definitely a kink I enjoy, but you can never find anyone to engage in it. Here's another person. I might be able to help you what you're looking for. I'm just wondering what you like to do for fun in the realms outside of kink. Here's another one. Are you still looking for someone to put you in your place? Are you still looking for somebody to put you in your place? No response. Here's another one. Sub forever. This is who he's talking to. How goes the search? Well, I guess it keeps going because she did not message you. Here's another person. Mario Kart chick. Now again, can we get an age guess, chat? Mario Kart chick? Mario Kart chick? I feel like there's some girls, you see their username and you're kind of like, it's probably, this person is probably fucking 12, right? But Flamenco sees a username like that, he's just like, let me slide in. Fuck it. Mario Kart chick. Little Froky says, sounds like my type of girl, not gonna lie. I mean, you know. These sound like girls that Zero would be interested in. So he's messaging Mario Kart chick, and he says, any chance you have Overwatch on PC? She says, no PC, completely incompetent at keyboard and mouse. He says, but you could hook up your controller to PC. Any PC games you like to play? No response. Here he is talking to Sassy Submissive. Hello. You seem like exactly what I'm looking for. An eager submissive to torment and train and use. I hope that you were still looking. She is, bro. She's still looking. Not at you. Oh no, these DMs.
Flamenco is the type of guy to DM a Jewish woman. My penis was promised to you 3,000 years ago.
I actually had to check if that was like actually Diorio because it wasn't his checkmark account. Oh my god, dude. This is just gross, man. Diorio, did you look at all this shit? This is crazy, crazy shit. Oh my god. What is Aiden DMing me? Oh, he's just DMing me clips of him owning Flamenco. Nice. Good one. Alright, let's continue. So here's talking to somebody. So you'll notice we just went through like 20 different conversations where he's hitting up the girl and he gets no response. Here he is actually getting a pretty lengthy conversation. He says, are you sure that you don't want, or sorry, the girl says, are you sure you don't want anything in person? I am in Tennessee. Here's a picture of me. Flinka says, nah, I wouldn't want to do anything crazy like meet up with an absolute stunning girl. Are you crazy? How are you today? Oh, and a pic deserves a pic. Oh my god, he sent this picture? Are you kidding me? Wait, what? This picture's been around forever. Wait, what? Are you kidding me? Dude. What? The classic? High resolution, too. Dude. Okay. So he sent, and a pic deserves a pic. Definitely getting mad puss with that. One in the chat if you're dripping wet. Let's see it, dude. No, that's crazy, though. He used that pic. How did people have that pic, like, years ago, then? What the fuck, bro? Okay, well, let's continue. Actually, let me take a sip first. Dude. So he says, a pic deserves a pic. She says, haha, thank you. I like your photos as well. I mean, are you interested in something in person and long-term, like a relationship? He says, of course. Where in Tennessee are you located? Big place, XD. He was saying XD in 2017, by the way. She says, I'm in Nashville. You? He says, an hour north of Knoxville. What interested you in my ad? Also, tell me your vanilla interests. She says, how far is the distance between us? I'm not looking for anything online. He says, lol, not far enough for me to drive for the right girl. Maybe an hour or two. A car and a flexible schedule make things easy for me. Then he sends it twice. He says, so really it would be somewhat long distance thing, but with regular visits. If that appeals to you, then yay. If not, then sorry. Would that be something that interests you? No! No way! He says, sigh. Ghosted again. What the fuck? No! Oh my god!
I'm okay, buddy. You clearly don't know how to talk to women, and it shows. MHM.
Oh my god! Holy shit! Oh fuck! Oh, there's a fucking number on screen. Okay, well we got the fucking laugh out of there. Sorry. Oh my god, dude. Oh shit. So anyway, green text. Flamenco says, maybe I can help with what you're looking for. I'm 28 and male and of a dominant nature from Tennessee. Hope I catch your eye. He sends the famous pic that we just looked at. She says, well, it's unfortunate. My fault, really, for not putting a location in my ad. I'm located more northeast-ish from Tennessee and looking for someone fairly nearby for semi-frequent meetups. No intention of wasting your time. Good luck in your search. Sorry again. Rejected. Okay. We continue. Flamenco says, I'm sure I can provide... Oh my god. Oh my god. This is the conversation. Okay. Sorry, I gotta put all my focus into this. So, Flamenco says, I'm sure I can provide you the abuse you deserve. She says, what kind of abuse do you think I deserve? Flamenco says, depends on how much you can take. She says, try me. I live for mental, physical, and verbal abuse. I crave pain and degradation. Flamenco says, nasty little fuck toy, are you? Oh my god. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Nasty little fuck toy, aren't you? Was she into it? You're gonna see he fails. Okay, so he says, nasty little fuck toy. I can't do this. Oh, it's so funny. Nasty little fuck toy, are you? I'm just imagining it in his fucking voice. Like, imagine him saying it. She says, she, by the way, let's be honest, this is definitely a dude that he's talking to. There's no way this is like a real woman. But for the sake of the argument, she says, I am a pathetic cum dump, only good for one thing. Flamenco says, what if I ordered you to go out right now and not come back until you made out with a stranger? Made out with a stranger. So, you have it right here. Flamenco's a cuck guy. I didn't know he was into that. I mean, I'm not surprised. It's like the easiest thing ever.
Is this
but
has-been hotel writing or am I tripping? Crying face emoji.
So he's fully into like P. Diddy. People are saying, yeah, Flamenco really is like very, all these weird things he's into. He's very like Diddy-like. Anyway, so she says, what if I didn't come back until I have a stranger's cum inside of me? Flamenco says, lol. Well, then I would have you charge for it and then give you my money. What? Then give the money. What? So she says, too bad you were far away. You could whore me out daily. Flamenco says, well, if you were closer, I'd just keep you locked up to use you when I'm bored. Keep you chained up, beating you, and raping you whenever I feel like it. Yeah, he's saying, I'll pimp her out. Yeah. But it's weird, because so he goes from, like, cuck to pimp to I'm just gonna beat you and rape you infinitely. It's like, he's all over the place. Why would he just not... She was into the pimping. You know what I mean? So why would you change it up and go the other direction and be like, well, actually, I'm just gonna rape you? What? Harry says, I'm interested, but is it a deal breaker that I am the same age? What? Why would that be a deal breaker? Why would dating somebody the same age as you be a deal breaker? Yo, Chud Logic Raid and Billy Mitchell in the chat simultaneously.
I feel dirty listening to this, like I need to find a priest and confess all my sins.
Yeah, I mean, everyone listening to this should be going to church after... I'm not even gonna say after the stream. Go to church right now. You know? Shout out everybody from the Chud Logic gang. We are knee deep. And also shout out Billy Mitchell. Of all the times to click on, you're gonna see some pretty nasty stuff. But, listen, these people are freaks, you know? These people are freaks. Wow.
Billy, we need an Augie code.
Yes, we do. We do need a code. Look at how many viewers I have right now. Imagine if we had code RFC for some fucking hot sauce, dude. Imagine. All right, let's continue here. I can't celebrate yet. We've still got so many more logs to go through. So Flamenco messages some random person, DDLG throwaway. Wait, DDLG, isn't that like a pedophile thing? DDLG. Wait, or am I retarded?
Turn the volume up and listen to this in church.
Yeah, no. Daddy Dom little girl. Isn't that like a pedophile thing? Wait a minute now. So we have like another instance here. Is daddy dominate little girl? So that's like, well, DDLG, that's like where they wear diapers and shit like that, right? So he's messaging a pedophile, right? I'm interested, but is it a deal breaker that I am the same age? Wait a minute now. So this is like instance number 2 that we see, where Flamenco, like before we saw it where he was messaging a girl and he was like, I know you're going to school, but do you think our age difference will be terrible or something? I don't know. Now he's doing age play with somebody where they're pretending to be a little girl. And he gets caught looking at Boy Soprano and he acts like we're crazy for calling him a pedophile. What are we doing here?
Grill stream featuring Ricky's hot sauce when?
Dude, we gotta do it. But this is like, the songs are real. Unironically, though. Like, I didn't look too closely. I did a little bit of research, but I missed these 2 DMs or whatever, right? I didn't know we'd actually be just finding, like, definitive proof that Flamenco is, like... I mean, I'm again, it's not surprising, but it's, like, crazy to me. So he says, I'm interested, but is it a deal breaker that I'm the same age? She says, nah. Well, okay, same age, so he's not talking like a literal...
Flam's fetish is jack of all trades of fetishes.
Done? Ricky'sHotSauce.com? Discount code RFC for 15% off? Is that real? Wait, how was that done so quickly? Wait, what? Yo! I'll send you a 3-pack. Augie, what's your favorite flavor? Habanero. Let's fucking go. Dude, Billy Mitchell, code RFC. Let's fucking go. So, let's see here. So, he's talking to Daddy Dom Little Girl. That was crazy. What else do we have here? So, Flamingo says, I'd be game for something. I'm right on the Tennessee-Kentucky border. Person says the man who makes his own posting about wanting an online sub. He says, hey, both have their merits and both can be oddities of fun. Guess you aren't interested? Guess you aren't interested. So this person's calling him out. They're like, hey, you keep saying like you want a sub, but you're also dominant. What's going on here? Instantly he gets fucked. And he's like, hey, I like everything. I'm a big sex guy. No response. And then he's like, I guess you're not interested anymore? Come on, man. What are we doing? Ooh, so here he is talking to Little Oddities. He says, how dark do your fantasies get? Now, when Flamenco asks you, how dark do your fantasies get? That is like one of the most intimidating, horrifying questions you could ever get asked. Flamenco walks up to you, you know, looking like this. And he's like, how dark do your fantasies get? That is not a situation you want to be in. Person says, heavy CNC, rape play, blood, degraded to the point where I'm so desperate I would do anything. Flinko says, lol, those are a few of my favorite things. Person says, mine too. Flinko says, I really like abduction. Abduction play? Abduction play? Huh? What the fuck is that? Like abducting kids?
Just used code RFC to get my 3-pack of hot sauce. Can confirm it works, lol.
Thank you for that. Let's fucking go. Thank you for the hot sauce. I'm a little taken aback. What is abduction play? Is that literally just you pretending to kidnap a bunch of little kids? And he's into that sexually. That is crazy, bro. That is fucking nuts. Billy, just sent your 3-pack. Let's go! Let's fucking go, dude. Bro, I just got my order confirmed. I just saw it on my phone. That's good, because I was just about to run out, too. Ricky's world famous habanero 3-pack. Nice. Let's fucking go, dude. Thank you, Billy. Billy's always the man with the sauce, you know? He's always got the sauce. He's always got you restocked, reloaded. We love to see it. Okay, sorry. I have to go from thinking about the hot sauce and food and stuff like that to going back into this like sick, disgusting shit. It's like a little bit of like a mind fuck here. Okay, let me just take a sip and recollect my thoughts here. So Flamenco literally says, "I like abduction play." I mean, ladies and gentlemen, we got him right. He says, I like abduction play too. Like, I love the idea of playing out abducting and breaking a girl's will into a perfect, compliant slave girl. Person says, ugh, yes. He says, hee, right? Just so sexy. You gotta be like Diddy to enjoy this. I don't accept that there's any normal people that are into this. Never.
This guy is textbook predator.
Yeah.
Someone get the hard drives.
Someone needs to investigate him. So Flamenco messages sub throwaway. He says, I'm sorry that your first search didn't go well. Maybe I can help with what you're looking for. I'm 28 and male and a dominant nature from Tennessee. I absolutely adore what kinks you are, and more so, find myself looking for very similar things. Namely, I want a best friend as well as a sub. I've been told I have lovely eyes. Maybe you can be the judge on that one. He sends the same picture. Vanilla-wise, I also like video games, PC, and some TV shows, but I'm also a crap ear at normal music playlists. So if we do pursue a relationship, be ready for a lot of Eurobeat. Eurobeat? Like funk? Is that what he's talking about? Also, I really like to go hiking. What I'm mainly looking for is a relationship that would be online for the most part, but if things are hit off, I will be fully willing to travel in the far future, if that interests you.
Augie underestimating how many women are into stuff like this.
No, I'm saying, like, if you're flamenco, if your text... Okay, I'm sorry to anyone in the chat that I might offend, but if your sex look like flamencos, you're flamenco. I just won't see it any other way. You know, you gotta be locked up and institutionalized and removed from... You shouldn't be allowed to live near a school. Alright, what else does he do? Oh, I hope I might be able to alleviate your boredom. That's how he opens up with one girl. I hope I might be able to alleviate your boredom. Sends the picture of him. Here he is, blah, blah, blah. Here he is. I think I can help with your problem. Namely, that there is no point in women relieving pleasure. When women reviving pleasure. I'm very interested in your ad. I'm a bit far away, but can travel for the right girl. Okay, we get it. Blah, blah, blah. Is 28 too old? Just curious. Another sus age DM. Okay, you're just asking for stuff. Alright, I don't think any of this is super interesting. Let me see. Is it a deal breaker if I'm 2 years shy of 30? So he's always been very insecure about his age. That's like an interesting thing to note. He's always been very like, you know, I know I'm almost 30, but... And why? Oh my god, dude. Oh no. So you guys remember he talked to... I don't know if you guys remember the username. He talked to one account called Confederate Slave. Here he is talking to that person again. He says... Genuine white nationalist went to Charlottesville here. Genuine white nationalist went to Charlottesville. Guys, we officially have confirmation that the Charlottesville picture that everyone said was flamenco. I didn't think this was flamenco. I thought this was just some dude or like some Photoshop. Turns out, flamenco confirms it right here. This is a real picture of him. Flamenco went to Charlottesville. So he confirms it in these leaks. This is all real. Dude. We all knew it was. I mean, it looked like him, but I was like, there's just no way, man. No, this is flamenco. This is real. What the fuck, man? Dude, it is just crazy. Ica Rule says, this is Stardust's best friend, by the way. I actually like that talking point. Instead of jumping on my ass and being like, wasn't this your old co-host? Didn't you create him? Stop saying that and redirect your guilt by association towards Stardust. Because really, Stardust had way more to do with Flamenco than I ever did, right? Let's just be honest here. Stardust platformed Flamenco way more. So please start using that talking point instead of going after me.
Suckleberg has become a channel member. Suckleberg celebrates 6 months of membership. I thought Big Nick ate you.
Thank you for that. Yeah, please use that talking point instead. And if you keep bashing me for being friends with Flamenco, understand that you're just sweeping for Stardust. And that she still has a lot of stuff that she needs to address, okay? So he says, genuine white nationalist here. I think that I could easily take what I want from you. Not really insecure, but I can tell you all about what really pisses me off. The girl replies, what pisses you off? He says, I would say leftists, communists, subversives in academia, and Jews. She says, yeah, naturally. And then Flamenco says, and just degeneracy in general. Why do you ask? Now, why does he care about degeneracy? He's like, I want to fuck you and make you my dirty slave, but I hate degeneracy. It's destroying the West. What? Where are we going with this? Again, he's so inconsistent. Where are we going with this? How can you hate one but not the other? What are we doing? Schrodinger's trad? Yeah, like what? And also, this is just so dry. It's like you're talking to Confederate slave. You know what I mean? This is supposed to be like race play. When she asks you like what pisses you off, what you're supposed to say is like blacks or something. You know what I mean? Like something like that. But instead he gives this like long list of, well, leftists and communists and subversives in academia and Jews. It's like you're hitting all of the points that she doesn't want to hear. You know? It's supposed to be race play, but he fucks it up. He brings up a bunch of other shit. Just gives these like long-winded. Again, I know I'm critiquing race play right now, which is insane. But I'm just saying, it's like you're supposed to say one thing here, but instead it's like he just says all this other shit. Oh man, this is just terrible. And so I think that's where that ends. I think it's gotten to a point now where I physically cannot take it anymore. What a blunder. Yeah. But that's the Flamenco leaks, ladies and gentlemen. That's what Flamenco's been up to. Our guy, our top our top moderator here. Flamenco would call Vosh a degenerate, by the way. Yeah, I mean, he would always talk about how like porn is bad, Vosh is a degenerate, the left is ruining the West, and all these things, whatever, right? But the whole time, even during 2022, this is what he was doing, you know? So it's just absolutely fucking crazy. Oh my god, dude. What are we gonna fucking do here?